Hello, Manchester United fans, and welcome to Tiki Taka Talks, episode 11. It's me, DJ Samshens, the host of the show, and today, Manchester United versus Bournemouth. The game has ended 4-4. It was a draw that was bad with a lot of controversies, a lot of goals, which was an 8-goal thriller game. But we are going to dissect everything in deep during this podcast. So, subscribe to my channel and kindly share so that this information can reach more audiences. Thank you very much. So let's start with the game. So the game was played at Old Trafford, our home ground. We were very highly anticipating for this game because we knew that we were going to take all the 3 points. Nonetheless, a point is enough for today than losing all the 3 points. I'm talking as a pundit, not as a Manchester United fan. While I was watching that game from the start, Manchester United were dominating the game, precisely Amad Diallo and Brian Bomo in that right wing. It was a very fantastic duo because Ahmad scored in the 13th minute after a high press from Manchester United against Bournemouth. Their goalkeeper was not badly off. He saved a lot of goals from us, but we also lost a lot of chances. Like Brian Bomo had like 4 chances minimum to score, direct chances to score. Yes, I'm not going to blame him for everything, but today he played not a very good game as we had anticipated as Manchester United fans. The second person that I'm going to talk is Matthias Cunha. Matthias Cunha is hard in pressing. He was pressing fiercely, but the results were not coming through. This changed immediately after Benjamin Sesko was brought in as a sub. We are glad Benjamin Sesko is back into the squad, and we are very very much grateful. We know what he can do in front of that goal, but today that assist from him, it brought his mentality back to the game, which was way above what we expected in today's game. So that assist made Matthias Cunha to score a very beautiful goal for us in the third goal as we are talking. But before that, Brian Belmo had tried a lot, but Bruno scored a very good free kick, which was outside the box and just curled the ball into the top corner of the goalpost. That was a beautiful goal that I've not seen in a while in Manchester United. So that is fantastic for him. He played a very good ball and he's now the top assist man in the EPL currently. So Bruno Fernandes, no doubt about it, he played his fantastic. I'm going to rate him a 9 today. So other than that, I'm going to talk about Seny Lamens. So Seny Lamens conceded 2 goals. The first 2 goals that we conceded from Bournemouth, they could have been saved. I don't know if I'm talking as an outsider, but what you can see is that Seny Lamens did not throw himself to save those 2 balls from Semenyo and this other guy, Kluivert. The first 2 goals that we conceded, Seny Lamens could have saved those goals. But let's not give the blame all to Seny Lamens because Luke Shaw is one of the guys who made us to concede the second goal because he was going on that on the lines, but he was the ball was taken from him and he did not even run back to come to take the ball. So, and that made Semenyo with his speed to come through and even score a goal that was not meant to be scored at that moment. But other than that, Luke Shaw pulled up his socks and he was attacking. His overlaps are very well. We know them and we know what he can do in that left wing. But yes, but today, I did not enjoy his ball so much. Patrick Dogu, when he came in and replaced uh, what do you call him? Yeah, what do you call this guy? Mm, he came in and replaced who? Patrick Dogu came and replaced Dalot. Yes, he came and replaced Dalot. And Dalot was playing a very good ball because the first goal was kind of assisted from him. And he was playing, although he was not in the perfect run that we wanted, but he played a very good ball. So that is the reality of that game. I'm also going to talk about this guy by the name, what is his name? Why am I forgetting these players? Casemiro. Casemiro has been playing a very fierce game. Although he scored a very good header. We all didn't expect him to score today after what he did. He conceded the fourth goal for us when the third goal, sorry, from Bournemouth, and that made us to even to lose that morale to play that game. But that ball was a very good ball that I said that Senil Lamens could have had a touch on it, but I think he was covered by the defenders who were defending the ball not to go through. But didn't they forgot to place a person on the that end of the wall, and Senil Lamens was busy constructing the wall. So that second ball did not go as planned. But Casemiro, that header from Bruno, that is fantastic for him. He scored his goal. I think that was the third goal of the season. And Casemiro, although his age is well advanced and also he's almost retiring, although he's fit, but he's almost retiring because he played so much for Real Madrid. So he was coming to play for a very short time in Manchester United. But currently, we are hearing that he's going to renew his 1 year extension, although with a dropped allowance or the contract is going to be renegotiated. So for Kobe Maino, who came to replace Casemiro after he was given a yellow card. So Casemiro was given a yellow card for that. So he's going to miss the next game against Aston Villa. And that is not well for us because Casemiro is a very strong part of us at the midfield. But that is going to give now Kobe Maino a very good chance for him to show us what he can do. What we are going to talk also today is about the three players who are going to leave Manchester United and go for the AFCON, which is starting this Sunday. So this is Mazraoui, Amad Diallo, and Mbeumo. So the whole of right wing is going to change. And I have heard some from the manager who said that after the three players are going to leave Manchester United or Carrington at the moment, the formation is going to change to 4-3-3. I don't know what made him to change the formation, but I think he has seen that that right wing is now out of order because Amad Diallo is a starter and also Brian Mbeumo is a starter for Manchester United. So I think he has sensed something, and we are going to change our formation back to 4-3-3 for the time AFCON will be played. That is a full month. We are going to miss those players. So that is approximately 3 to 4 games which are going to determine a lot for us in the squad for Manchester United. So the analysis for me, first of all, I'm going to rate Senil Lamens. I'm going to give him a 5 because although he had, on the final minutes, he has saved us like 3 goals. I think we could have been defeated in the final 3 minutes. That is the 98th and the 99th minute. We almost conceded a goal, 2 goals in fact, but Senil Lamens stood his ground and saved us from that defeat. So thank you, Senil Lamens. So I'm going to improve my ratings and give you a 6 currently. When you get to the defense, Aiden Haven played a very good ball, but in terms of going back, I think he fears a lot. I think he fears the injury of a player when very young. So I think when we don't have Maguire and the leads all out, something comes in that there is no experience back there. And since we started this season, imagine we've only had 1 clean sheet in that. So it's a very big problem back there. But Aiden Heaven, he played a very good ball in terms of advancing into the box and even out of our of our side, going in deep into the second half of the pitch, into the opponent's side. So he played a very good ball in terms of what do you call them, footworks. He played a very good ball there. I think you saw that, and from that we could see that he is going to be a very good future project for us. And another person I need to talk about is a guy called JJ Gabriel. This is another 21 striker that has been scoring goals left, right, and center. I think it's about time we introduce him into our squad. After these three players will be leaving, I think we need to incorporate those academy players now back into the squad. Like I've seen that Ruben Amorim has brought him like twice or thrice into the training squad with the senior team, which is very good because we want to see him play in the senior squad and see what his potential is. He's a very, very good player in Manchester United. So that is the analysis. So from that, we're going to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw played not so good, so I'm going to give him a 6 also. Let's say a 6 out of 10. That is 60%. When after Luke Shaw, we go to Lenny Yoro. Lenny Yoro, not so bad. I think the whole defense, I'm going to give them a 6. When you get to Ahmad Diallo scored a very good goal. and he was a threat for Bournemouth today. Although the balls were not always on his side, but he played a very fantastic game. So Amad Diallo, I'm going to give him a 80%. From Ahmad, you're going to Bruno El Capitano, the Portuguese Magnifico. He's from Sporting like Cristiano and all that. Bruno Fernandes played a very good game today. Today, he did not have to erupt and those frustrations that is always explode and everything. So, Bruno Fernandes, I'm going to give him an 8.5 because he scored a very good ball and even he provided an assist. So, he's the player of the match for me today. On the other side, Casemiro, I'm going to give him a 7.5 because he scored also, but he also made us to consider a goal, which is going to deplete some rates from him. So for Casemiro, I'm going to give him a 7.5. When you get to Diogo Dalot, I think some balls, he conceded some balls, but played a very good ball on the flanks. And for him to play that good ball, I'm going to rate him a 7, not so bad off, but he could have played better. So he has very good room for improvement. Although he could have scored today, he had a very good chance to score when the game was starting. But we are just going to give him a 7. When you get to the striking department, Brian Beumo, I don't know what happened in today's game. He had a lot of chances. I think we could have been 7 goals up if Brand Domo could have taken all the chances that he had. Because if he took all the chances that he was given by the players, I think he could have taken the ball home with a hat trick and a very good advancement for the AFCON, which is going to start very soon. So for Brand Domo, it was not his best form yet. Even the runs that we are used to him running on the flanks and those through balls, he was not that good today. So for Mbeumo, I'm going to give him also a 7. A 7. Matthias Cunha is threat I said that was very high. Matthias Cunha decisions in the pitch, you could see they are very mature in terms of the placements of the ball and even his threat to the goal. Matthias Cunha could have scored the first goal that Amad Diallo scored because he just had a small touch of the ball which could have gone in, but Amad Diallo needed that reinforcement for the game to be 1-0. So Matthias Cunha, I'm going to give him an 8.5 or a 9. Yes. So for the attacking, yes, that is Cunha. From the other side, the coach, I'm going to give him an 8 today because he did not rush straight into the tunnel. So he was there. He came onto the pitch and also clapped to the fans who stayed and watched the game to the last minute because fans were moving out and booing the game before even the game ended. Fans were booing the players that they did not play the perfect ball that they are used to. Although the fans were very committed in singing praises to their players, the fans did their part because they were the 12th player and they played their part perfectly. But the players, I think it was not on our side, and that was the last game before Christmas. Towards before Christmas, that is going to be played at Old Trafford. We needed that win today, but anyway, all the best to our boys next in against Aston Villa because that is also the next game that we are going to play against Aston Villa. Aston Villa has been on a great form. I think they are number 3, if I'm not wrong, on the table, while we are number 6 currently on the EPL. Although we are playing a very bad game, very bad, not on what we expect. But imagine we are on the top 6 with 26 points, if I'm not wrong. Yes, we have 26 points. And the first, which is Arsenal, has 36 points. That is 10 points ahead of us. So we're not badly off, but we have very high room for improvement as Manchester United. So for Ruben Amorim, I've already rated him. So for the fans, I give the fans a 10 out of 10 because they did their part perfectly. Uh, so yeah, that's all that I did for today. So the player of the match is Bruno Fernandes, who played a very pivotal role in us getting that 1 point. 1 point is enough than losing the 3 points that are there for grabs. So don't blame us for getting those. That 1 point, it's enough for us for the time being, rather than losing the 3 points instantly, all of them. So Ruben Amorim has still has very high room for improvement. We look forward to that, and yes, that's all. So kindly subscribe, share, like, and comment so that we can grow this channel to the highest level ever. Yes, glory, glory, Manchester United. And thank you for the show that you've just given us tonight. Although it was not our best, but we can do more. Thank you, and God bless you. Peace. Peace.